Hello everyone, my name is Owen from Oh the Whimsical, and today I'm bringing you another LEGO review. Today we're going to be doing the LEGO Star Wars Trouble on Tatooine. This is set number 75299. It has 276 pieces and it retails for $29.99. Now this is in the spring, kind of early 2021 release wave. It's the more lackluster release wave that is 2021 so far. I'm really hoping that this year turns out to be a much better year for Star Wars releases, because right now it is not great with the TIE Fighter and the X-Wing and the Millennium Falcon Microfighter, and I honestly can't even remember. I think the Imperial Shuttle that I can't even find in stores anywhere. So I think the sets aren't the greatest looking. They're not the best that they could possibly be, but we're here. We deal with what we have, and we have what we have. But this is the only set that I found really interesting and that I really wanted as a huge Mandalorian fan, and of course as a big Star Wars fan. The main reason why I got this set, and I think why a lot of people are going to buy this set, is actually for these minifigures. This is the cheapest set that you're going to be able to get the child, or Baby Yoda, Grogu, whatever you want to call him. The Mandalorian in his new Beskar armor, and a Tuscan Raider. So the only way to get the child before this was either the Razor Crest, which is a $120 set, or the kind of UCS Baby Yoda buildable set, which I think is $79.99. So for only 30 bucks, this is a pretty cheap set to get some great looking figures. And the set itself isn't that bad. I kind of enjoyed the build and I like the way that it looks, but this set kind of confuses me just because the whole point of this set is based off of season 2 of The Mandalorian. And when Din Djarin, or the Mandalorian, goes with the Tuscan Raiders, he is actually getting help from them and they are working together, but for some reason this set has them pinned against each other, which doesn't really make much sense. I don't know if it was more of a play value type of thing, but I'll go ahead and show the box. It's the regular LEGO Star Wars box that we have, but instead of the Darth Vader or whatever, we have the Mandalorian, which I think looks really clean. I love the Mandalorian look on here. And of course it says the Mandalorian and the child to show that this is from the Mandalorian. On the side, you just have the basic LEGO side, and on the back, it shows some of the features of the actual set. You can see how the hut or the house kind of opens up, and you can close it again. You can put the child or Baby Yoda into the back of the speeder bike, and the kind of crossbow, whatever, the giant crossbow has a spring-loaded shooter in it, so it is able to actually fire. And the side does have some art on the side of it, which I really like. I know some of the 2021 sets have this, but others don't, so it's very inconsistent. And then the bottom doesn't have anything, and the top just has the regular copyrights and everything that the LEGO sets normally do. So I'm gonna go ahead and build this and show you guys the minifigures in the set. Okay, so here are the 3 minifigures that you get with this set. I will go ahead and start from the right to the left. So beginning here, we have a Tuscan Raider with his little staff. You can see he does have the kind of 3D printed head. It's not like the old one from way back in the day where it is just the regular round Lego head with some printing on it. This actually has some texture and it's actually fully detailed and everything. And I really like the look of the Tuscan Raiders. I think their faces and everything look very nice. They're very scary looking, but I think that's just how they are in the regular show and movies anyways. Like I said, he's got his little staff here, and he does have the torso printing, has some front leg printing, no side of the body or arm printing or leg printing, and there's the printing on the back of the head, and nothing again on this side. But it's a very nice figure. I do not own any Tuscan Raiders, so I was very happy to get a Tuscan Raider in this set. Next is probably the main reason why I got this set personally, is for the child or Baby Yoda. I think this figure is just so cute, as Baby Yoda himself is. Oh, now I'm dropping him. But this set is just very adorable. I think it's a very cute way. I think they molded him in a very good way. It's a very tiny build. I mean, you can kind of see compared to, now I'm just knocking everything over now. But compared to, okay, I'm just gonna move him out of the way. But compared to Mando, I mean, you can see the size. It is a very good size, and I think it's just a very good way that they made him. He does have a rubber head, and so it's not like a super hard plastic. It's more of what the regular Yoda figure is. And let me see if I can get some closer up printing. You can see he's got some white on his eyes and a little bit of torso printing to make it look like kind of the sack that he's laying in. You cannot move the arms and you can't move the legs, but you can take the head off and you can move the head around, which is really nice. So that is the child, or Baby Yoda. And finally, also one of my favorite figures in this set is the Mandalorian with his Beskar armor. This is not the same Mandalorian that is found in the Razor Crest set. This is specifically to this set, I believe, and it's because he does have the Beskar armor, like it is said. He does have arm printing on both arms, and I really like how he kind of has the rhino kind of printing on the shoulder pad, like he does in the show, as this kind of like like signet type of thing, or his like symbol. But he does have his longer rifle as he does his pistol that he uses. And so there is leg printing as well, and I really like the chrome look that they did for the Beskar. I think it looks really nice. It shines very nice in the light. As you can see, it's like that on the arms too. And his helmet is really nice. There is no head on this figure. It is just a plain black head. I wish that they would have printed a head for Din that made him look like what he did in the show, but that's totally okay. I can't really complain about that. They did what they did. He does have his square cape in the back. It is kind of the harder texture. It's not as soft as what some of other Lego capes are, and I'll show you he does have back printing as well that includes more of the Beskar armor. So that is the Mandalorian, the child, and the Tuscan Raider, the 3 minifigures that you get into the set. Now let's get into the set as a whole. Okay, now I have the set fully completed and in front of me, so I'm going to go ahead and go through each part of the set. I'm going to move this away, and I'm going to start with the speeder bike that is for the Mandalorian. I really enjoyed the speeder bike build. I think it is a very clean and nice looking speeder bike. The only problem that I would say that I have with this speeder bike as a whole is it is very difficult for me. I don't know if this is just a me problem or if other people have this problem as well, but it is very difficult to get the Mandalorian into the actual speeder bike. I find it very finicky because this piece here, all down here, connects to here, and it's supposed to move up and down. I think that's supposed to help you get him in there, but I just find it very difficult to fit him in there. But once you do get him in there, he fits nice and snug in there, and I think it just looks great when he's riding in it and when Baby Yoda is sitting in the back. It's just so cute. It's a little bag that he can sit in just like the actual show. And you can kind of see there is a spot for the first blaster rifle for Mando, and on the other side there's a spot for the other pistol that he has. And it's just got some great texture down here with the different type of like wiring look and the more metallic kind of look, as well as a bag on the back. And same thing goes on the other side. There's more of the wire look and the more engine-y type of just the workings of the actual speeder bike. And the front, I think, just looks really nice with Mando sitting on it. It's a very great looking speeder bike. And there are no flick-fire missiles or anything like that on the actual speeder bike. There is on the crossbow, and so I will go ahead and move on to the crossbow, which is right here. It is actually pretty big. I mean, I can't even really fit it all on camera, and I can move the camera back a little bit and just show you how big this is. I mean, I have pretty big hands, and you can see it's a very large crossbow. I was not expecting it to be as big as what it is, but I think it is very nice looking, and I think it works very well with this set. As you can see, you can put the Tuscan Raider on the back. It's got this type of pistol type of holder back here, and so the Tuscan Raider is able to hold on to it, which is really nice, and he can hold his staff as well. And these move back here, kind of like you're aiming it up and down. It does have legs underneath that are able to move up and down. These 3 here can move up and down, as well. It kind of has like a wheel look. This doesn't actually spin, it's just meant to look like a wheel, but I think it looks very nice. From the front, it has a very menacing look. I really like the way these are built. You can move these up and down however you want to. These bottom ones can't move because they are connected from these gray tubes here, so those can't move, but these can if you do want to move them. I kind of like them just sitting down on these little elbow joints here. I think it's a very good look. But it also up here has a spring-loaded shooter, so we can turn it around. I'll just shoot it. As you can see, spring-loaded shooter, just a typical spring-loaded shooter, just one that you would find in pretty much any Lego set that has any playability and that wants to have a spring-loaded shooter, they would have it. So that is pretty much everything for this part of the set. Now, the final part that we get is the hut for the Tuscan Raider, which I really like this. I think it's a very cool type of build. I would have loved if it was a fully enclosed build that you could open up all the way, but I feel like if you got a couple of these and you put them together, I think you could make it some way to where you could have an enclosed hut and you could open it and have it all come together. But I do really like this. I'll go ahead and lift the camera and show you. You have a little fire, the little campfire here, and as you turn around, you got a little pot with a bone in it. And the cool thing is this can actually fully open up inside. It's kind of hard to do it one-handed, but I'll do it. So it fully opens up. It just has the little corner pieces that are able to turn in and out, and you can fully open the set to where you can put some minifigures here or here. You can put the Tuscan Raider around the fire and have Din kind of sitting there with baby Yoda, or you can have it more closed up as a more scenic thing in the background, where you can have the Mando and a speeder bike and the crossbow here, and you can have them fighting each other. Or if you want to, like I said before, if you want to recreate the scene from the actual episode, you can kind of have them sitting around and talking and coming up with a plan to defeat the crate dragon. But no matter what, I think this is a very cool set. You got the little roof type of pillar here. You have a little bowl or a seat, or I don't really know what that is back there. I just kind of think it's more of like a bowl or like an area where they can kind of put their stuff in. As well, you got some more places where you can kind of sit, almost like makeshift beds in here. And the cooking pot with the bone that you can kind of have them hold over the fire, which is a really nice thing. So there is a lot of playability, I feel like, in this set. Definitely for kids, this is a great playability set. A lot of imagination can go into this. A lot of play can go into it with the spring-loaded shooters and the minifigures and everything. So I'll go ahead and bring everything back in. I'll bring Mando back in and the Tuscan Raider with his crossbow, and I'll even go ahead and bring the box back in to just show the set off as a whole. So there it is with the box and everything. For 30 bucks, I think it's not that bad of a set. I'm not 100% sure what that is price per piece exactly, but I think for the minifigures, I think that's the sole reason why a lot of people are going to buy this. I know that that's why I bought it. It looks good on display too if you're more of a display collector like I am. I don't really play with my sets. I more get the ones that I like and that look cool, but I really wanted the Mando and the Baby Yoda figure as well as a Tuscan Raider, just because they've always been one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. And like I said, I think this set is just very good for display, and overall I'm very happy with this set. If you have a little bit of extra money and you want these figures, I say pick it up. I think if you have kids, they'll really enjoy this, and I think as a collector you'll love having these minifigures, and just adding this to your collection would be a very nice piece. So that's my thoughts and review on the set. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, leave a like, comment down below what sets you would like to see reviewed, or what your ideas on the set are. If you picked it up, let me know what you think. If you haven't picked it up, let me know if you're going to, and whatever. But yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.